Okay, cool. Let me give you guys a little intro. So this is Betsy. It's supposed to be the best of Etsy. What I'm trying to make here is a Helium 10 tool, like the black box, that tool that kind of like has all the Amazon information in it, and you can query that tool and kind of say like, I want to see a product that's between $40 and $60, and it sells $1,000 a month, or great more than $1,000 a month, and it has so many reviews, right? So what I'm trying to do is like get that same type of functionality, but for Etsy. And I'll tell you the big reason why you want to do that is because there's a lot of gold sitting in Etsy. And I'll have to, I want to find, when I do the full proper training on this, what I'm going to do is do a little mindset around how to pick a good product from Etsy and move it onto Amazon. That's what we've been doing. Half of our products in the this last year have come from products that were like inspired from Etsy. Do you know what I mean? I never wholesale rip people off, but I'm like heavily inspired by products. So the idea is that you can find products that sell well on Etsy, and often these products are substantially more expensive. They have longer ship times. They have all those different things because they're being handmade by someone's grandma in their garage, right? And so what we found is generally we find something that sells well on Etsy. We can mass produce it and sell it at half the price on Amazon. And of course we have that 2-day shipping instead of having like a 2-week shipping. And so we find a lot of like little nuggets that are products that don't really exist on Amazon, but we have proof. We have marketing proof that they exist on Etsy. And I'll go through the whole training of like how I can kind of like validate these products from Etsy to Amazon. But let me give you a little run through with the tool. So Betsy, best of Betsy. Just like Black Box, the Helium 10 tool, there's all sorts of filters on here. Now do be mindful that we're right now searching 250,000 listings are in this tool. We're going to pop that up to 2 million. So we're going to 10x this in the next 2 weeks. We just want to make sure that the alpha only has 250,000 right now, but this will be 10 times bigger in 2 weeks. So if you use this today, it'll be bigger and better in a couple of weeks. And so just like Helium 10, you can put in words in here that you can, that will be in your niche. Now, Etsy is a lot smaller than Amazon, so you're not going to be as long tail. If you type in, baby blanket, blue baby blanket with train pattern on it, right? Like that's going to get you results on Amazon. It's not going to get you results on Etsy because Etsy is about 5% the size of Amazon. So you're going to be a little bit more broad. So like baby, for example, and then we can do exclusion words. So maybe we don't want to see blankets for whatever reason. Okay. And then of course you can search by these different categories. Let's go ahead and just go on to, it should be a baby category. I don't see baby. Oh, it's probably toys and games, probably baby stuff. Let's just put them all on there. Okay. And we're going to search. These products, using like a special methodology, like I was kind of poking around the Etsy code, and there's certain ways you can kind of get hints into how much something is selling. And those hints tell us, we can pull out like sales estimates. They're all, of course, estimates, just like you see on Helium 10. These are all estimates, but we can look at these products here, and we can see that with baby products, we can see that here, of course, has some of the details, what the product is, what category it's in, the price, and then the expected revenue. Now, revenue is going to be a lot smaller than you're expecting on Amazon. And the idea here is that what we end up seeing when we find a product that sells well on Etsy, that we're going to sell 10 times as much on Amazon, because Amazon is 10 or 20 times larger in terms of traffic than Etsy is. So we go off of anything over 1,000 is really good. Anything that sells more than 10 per month, which I know sounds really small for Amazon sellers, Well, on Etsy, that's a pretty good product. That shows you there's demand for that product. And we do have this opportunity score. This is being updated right now. It's not giving really good results, but it's being updated like literally, I think tonight. It should be giving much better results. But what I generally do is go off the opportunity score. This is a combination of like sales numbers and ranking and stuff like that that are on Etsy, how I think they would apply well to Amazon. So here we can just go in. Let me make sure. Once, let me just make sure I'm signed out of my Etsy account.
Andrew, if we already told you we're interested in these, have you sent us anything that I missed or?
I haven't sent out any. I did ask who wants to be a beta tester last week, and I didn't send out any replies to that, but I will do that. I promise to do that today. So I'll get you guys all accounts on this call. Just give me an hour. I'll make sure those accounts go out, and I can make a post too in the group to make sure that you guys know it's available. Okay.
You had another thing you were doing too, don't you? Have another beta program that's accounting oriented, or?
Yeah.
Forecast.
It's well that's the I guess that was 2 weeks ago I shared that, the cash flow projections. Yeah. That's already released. If you guys want to check that out, that's on the product pipeline. It's already integrated in there. You can just check it out again from Amazon, from the Titan Foundation series. Same link, just go back in and grab it. It's all in there.
Right.
Okay, cool. So here's the idea. We come in here, Rainbow Baby Book, Baby Journal. Let's check that out. Safari Nursery Decor Printable Art. Okay, let's check that out. And we have a Mama Baby Sterling Silver Bracelet. That looks cool. Let's see what else. I guess a Bible memory box. Okay, we'll check that out. So these guys are all selling decent. Again, these aren't Amazon numbers, these are Etsy numbers. So these numbers are smaller than you expect, but we can look at these products. And the idea here is that if you're in this niche where you sell a baby product, a baby journal product, this product might fit really well in your product line, right? I mean, if you're doing something like this hopefully is much different than what you're seeing on Amazon. And this product, hopefully this fits inside your line. And we know that this product sells well on Etsy. And so if it sells well on Etsy and it follows all the Amazon standard stuff, so you have to have keyword demand, you have to have sales volume, all those like standard things you put in your pipeline. You take this and take inspiration from this and potentially like take some of these ideas and mass produce them. And you can imagine here, I mean, this thing is a little journal that's 9 inches by 2 inches, right? And it's, I don't know how many pages it is. Two, maybe 3, 2. Okay, so it's about, let's just say it's 20 pages. Oh, 48, there it is, 48 pages, 9 by 9. So 48 pages, 9 by 9. This is something that's going to be extremely cheap to make and extremely cheap to ship, right? This might qualify for small standard. So this thing would cost like $3-4 to ship. And the idea is that you would, take inspiration from this product and mass produce this product and sell on Amazon. And I guarantee you can sell it for substantially less than $41 and still make a profit if you mass produce it. Next one. Yeah. Stephanie, you have a question?
I was just going to say, like, I've been playing in the Etsy game for a while now. And the beautiful part about what you're doing is that you can launch on both platforms.
Yes.
And it's like Etsy people are so much nicer than Amazon people. Like the reviews are always good and people like personally thank you for things. And it's just like such a great experience that like definitely launch both if you play around on Etsy inspired products.
Can you sell mass-produced items on Etsy?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like when you're setting up the listing, it's like, who made this? And you're like, me, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's really easy.
So technically it's probably against terms of service to do that, but I have been selling for 5 years on Etsy. I actually started on Etsy. I did actually hand make all my first products, my first like 300, my first 100 units. Like I literally hand made myself. The next 200, I had hired people in San Diego to help make them for me. And then 300 and on, it's always been mass produced in China. So 5 years on Etsy, 4.75 years mass produced in China.
How do you handle fulfillment on Etsy? Do you use like your Amazon stock, or do you use like a third-party service?
I just go straight from Amazon.
Okay.
I
I've
shipped
got-
myself from my house.
So they buy on Etsy, but they get an Amazon box.
So we used to, I used to bring home returns and sell them on Etsy. And I'd actually sell them for a higher price on Etsy and then fulfill them from my house. It
Same.
got to the point where it was like not worth it for me to do that anymore. But that is definitely, there's a point where like it fit well in my time schedule. It doesn't anymore. But if you're, especially the guys in this virtual room, that might be a really good strategy.
Or you could just do it with your returns from this point forward if they're in perfect condition, just to get rid of them and make some money.
Exactly, and that's what I was doing. Is I brought home all my returns, and about half of them were unusable, and I just threw them in the trash can. The half that were usable, we tried sending them back into Amazon, but we found it just wasn't like the packaging wasn't right. The seal was broken, and the whatever people were complaining. But on Etsy, like if it doesn't show up in a beautiful box and it shows up in a standard ugly brown box,
It's homemade. It's all
it's
good.
homemade.
Right.
Exactly. And just make sure to scratch off that made in China sticker on the back. So again, you guys need to make sure you make your own judgment on whether that is something that's part of your strategy or not. But that's what I did, and it worked really well for a long time. Another product, again, you have to go through the proper Amazon research and make sure this is a product that's actually viable. This person is selling this product for $36 and it's it's an instant download? Oh my gosh. Okay, well looks like this person's selling just the pictures for $36, which kind of blows my mind.
How many sales do they have? That's
this
that's
one's
awesome.
estimate is 31 sales per month is the estimate.
Yeah, but
It's
there's
about
no
one per day.
cost. It's a marginal cost to sell a download.
This person's generating $1,000 in revenue. Again, these are estimates, and the big thing with this tool is it takes some time to gather that data. So these numbers will definitely be updated, and they're good right now, but they're going to be fantastic in a few weeks. I mean, $1,000 a month is this person's making on digital downloads. So it's not a physical product, but I don't know if this is something that would fit in your strategy or your brand, but that seems pretty good to me. $1,000 of for digital downloads. Yeah, and again, this category or these product or these prints, apparently people pay a lot of money just to download them. I can imagine 6 pieces of paper. You could probably sell the physical product for $36 on Amazon with Prime shipping, right? At least rolled up prints, right? I'm not in the baby animal print category, so I don't really know all the numbers on it, but like that's an example of another product that looks pretty good to me. Jewelry is difficult to do on Amazon. There's some special gating on it, but if you're in jewelry, this is a product that sells really well. Mama, baby, elephant bracelets. This probably is getting a big rank boost from Mother's Day. So I'm not sure if this is actually something that sells really well like year round. Our data is not a year old, it's weeks old at this point. But this, yeah, looks really simple product, $35, and they're selling 16 per month, which again, it's really small for Amazon sellers, but it's actually really good for Etsy. A wooden box. This one is personalized. So I would suggest not using this one. There is a feature that I recently added. You can actually remove all these things. So one thing, Etsy, big sellers on Etsy are like engraved, personalized, custom, like these things like it's a boring, ugly, dumb flask, but you typed, someone engraved the name of your best man on there. and those things sell really well, but they don't sell well on Amazon because you're not going to do custom engraving, right? So if we remove that, hopefully that removes that from the listing, from the search. Let's see. Oh, it didn't. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Oh, that's weird. It's right there. All right, well, I'll have to fix that. But yeah, so that's the tool. That's the really quick 5-10 minute intro. I'm gonna do hopefully more like a 30-minute. Oh, this looks kind of cool. Yeah, see, this one's kind of neat. It's just a cloud bookshelf. That would be very simple to make out of metal or wood. $43. Manufactured lumber. That manufactured lumber just means MDF, which is like a particle board. This thing, again, one thing that you see on Etsy is that they will often do long shipping times. This one isn't bad, 3 to 5 business days, so they're just a little bit shorter than Prime. Some of these personalized ones, they'll be like 2 weeks. Yet estimated delivery is July 20th. It's the middle of July, so this is like 2 or 3 week delivery time. This one's probably short. No, this one's 2 week delivery time. So some of these things, like, again, you can kind of go through the checklist and see like, well, they sell well, but they're also instant download. They're like they sell well, but it's a 10-day delivery time, right? Like, that's crazy. You can imagine if they had a 2-day delivery time, like we're doing with Amazon Prime, that the sales would be even higher, right? And another thing too, we haven't quite figured out how to get the cost of ship information in there. Some of these things are free, but sometimes you'll find products that are, these are all free. Let's see. Sometimes you'll find products that are like $25 to purchase, but $20 to ship, right? So really, because Amazon, the shipping's included, it's really a $45 product. So that's the tool. Let me get a little bit of feedback. What do you guys think so far?
Nice.
Nice.
How did you use it?
Yeah, excellent, Andrew. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Yep.
Very generous.
What a geek you are. You're my hero.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude, I think I want access to that too. You're giving me ideas. My head is flowing with ideas right now. I don't know
It's
if
perfect.
I can find
It's
something
perfect
that
to-
fits in my brand, but
You can, because you can look on here and you can see all these things on Etsy, and then you can cross-examine them with Amazon and see if there's a space for you. And you can see that maybe a well-selling or really cool design that sells well on Amazon but isn't made on Amazon yet, but is on Etsy, you could bring over to the market. That's what I'm currently
that's
doing.
awesome.
And it's just like new design patterns that aren't on Amazon, but that are on Etsy. It's like the perfect segue.
This product sells really well. I personally find this hideous, but
What is that?
Hey,
Hippie beats, really?
now I got a couple of them in my house.
Yeah, this. All right, acrylic. Yeah, I mean, some of the things that you'll see on this tool, when you start searching through Etsy, you realize that there's a lot of people who mass produce these things. I don't know if this is. I can't imagine someone's like constructing this by hand.
I don't think so.
In their, yeah, but hey, it's there. That if you sell shiny blue moon curtains, maybe this will fit well in your niche. Yeah. So okay, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. Any more questions before we move on? Before I
Just to clarify, so you said the estimated sales numbers are based on actual Etsy, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and these numbers are, like I said, they're good. They will be great very soon once we get out of alpha, because you need time to track. It's what you're doing is you're tracking. You can kind of see this like when a sale happens, and you're kind of just tracking that through time. And sometimes you'll find something on Etsy, and you want to see if the tool will tell you what the sales volume of that product is. We don't have that option yet, but like I said, we're currently at $250,000, and we're bumping that up to 2 million here really soon. Like in the next, I'm hoping next 2 weeks, we're going to get that up to 2 million. And then at 2 million searches or 2 million listings, you should it's not guaranteed, but you should be able to get to that point where you can like see this really cool little necklace or this really cool little baby sock, whatever, and you can like actually find that on the Betsy tool. So it'll be much more functional very soon. It's in alpha right now. So one thing I'm going to ask you guys to do, if you use the tool, do give me very constructive feedback. You will not hurt my feelings if you find it to not be useful or you find some flaw. I want to make this a beautiful, amazing tool that everyone loves to use. And so like constructive feedback is all I'm asking for. When I give you guys alpha access, all I'm asking is constructive feedback.
Awesome. Thanks, Andrew.
All righty.